the Norris Trophy, best defenseman. This one, it does feel a little tricky because there's one defenseman in the league and he's priced this way, that is just in a tier by himself. That's Cale Makar. So you're almost betting, like, it's almost a two-part thing. Like, you're betting, will Makar stay healthy? Will he play like the requisite number of games, which might be 60 for him because of how good and impactful he can be in those 60 games. And then you're also picking the guy that if he does leave the door open, whether it's poor form, which is very unlikely, or health, that can come in. So for me, I'm going to shop really deep for this. But Nick, you'd think even as the chalk, it's Makar or nothing.
Yeah, I think so. It depends what site you look on, but right now Makar is still available at plus 155, and I think we have easy odds there to make a play. And one thing I think that is a really important note heading into this. So what Roman Josi did last season was unreal. He had such a spectacular season. The chances we see a defender put together that kind of year this year, I think are low. And Makar still beat him. And that Makar is now heading a year closer to his true prime. If anything, he could build on last year, I think. So I think taking him as the chalk is very reasonable. It's going to be really hard for any defender to compete with Makar this year, I think.
Yeah, because of that, I think you need to take a shot on a long shot or nothing. The one I settled on was Noah Hannafin. He's 300 to 1, which actually might even be a little short for his true odds, but he was part of the best 5-on-5 defense last season. 10 goals, 38 assists for a Flames team that should be as good or better than they were last year. He should get the top pair minutes. He'll see a little power play time, and like 48 points. If he can build, he'd have to build on it, but I trust that he can. And if he does, and the Flames are as good defensively as they were last year, do I think he's going to win? No, but he's like the one name in the deep part of the board that I like here. Pete, any thoughts here on the Norris Trophy?
Right. So the top 4 defensemen on my list and top 4 in our fantasy rankings are 4 of the past 5 winners. It's Makar, it's Josi, Adam Fox, Victor Hedman. If I was going to go a little more bold and piggyback off some of the things you were saying about Derek Lalonde with the Red Wings, I'm really, really excited to see in the next couple of years what Mo Seider's ceiling is going to be. If this guy puts up, 65, 70 points and has astounding category coverage like he did in his rookie year, and then the team gets better too, and he's kind of a workhorse for the Red Wings, I feel like his ceiling could be really, really high. It might not be this year, but it might be 2 or 3 years from now that he wins the award, Mo Seider. So I'm really excited about him. That's probably, and I agree with what you were saying, Mike, about how it's like, some of the long shots, it's like, yeah, you can find some appeal, but would it actually ever even happen? I mean, Roman Josi scored 96 points last year and didn't win it. What more could he have possibly done? He had the most points by a defenseman since 1992-93 in a single season, and he didn't win the award. So Makar is definitely leading the pack, but Mo Seider is somebody that I have my eye on for a super high ceiling in the years to come.
Yeah, he's hanging around like 30 to 1 to win the award this year. I think Seider, when you're scrolling through the odds and these things, you kind of do like quick stops as you're scrolling down, and Seider was definitely one that I did a quick stop on. So there's definitely merit to backing him at a pretty good number.